Hello Retro fans, today we are looking at Casio's Pocket Pachinko electronic game from 1983. Now this was very popular in Japan. You know, Japan is a home of Pachinko. For those of you who don't know, it's basically like our slot machines over here. It's like a form of gambling, where you shoot little metal balls up into the mechanism and they come down and hit various pins on the way down. And you win prizes if you get in certain parts of the game board. You usually get about 100 balls, but you can pay for different amounts of balls to use on your machine. And you basically swap you win a ticket, which is swapped for a prize, depending on how many pachinko balls you got in the scoring system. And this was like the electronic version made by Casio, 1983. It's quite unusual. It's only got one button. Basically, you hold it down, or you just tap it, and then the higher you hold it down for, the ball will go further along towards one of the right hand side slots there. If you tap it, it'll just stay on the left. So basically, you've got to judge how long you hold it down for to release the ball so it can go in the middle here. You can see down the bottom there, those little black round things there, they open up and they collect the balls, and that's how you get your points. The idea of this game is just to get as many points as possible and survive as long as possible. It's basically Zen like. You could go for hours on it. So we'll power it up and we'll show you how it plays. Have a look at the back first. There you go. Takes your standard button batteries. PG100 the model number is. Casio computers. So it's actually quite old because it's known as Casio computers still now instead of just Casio. So we'll switch it on and see how it plays. Right, so you press one button. Very loud. Right, and you press this lever here to release the little ball. Here it goes there, look. It'll fall down the screen and you won't get any points there. And the longer you hold it down, the further along this screen it'll find a ball. So if you just tap it and go to the left, if you hold it down more, it'll go in the middle and then to the right. The idea is to try and judge where the little pins are to try and get it in one of these black slots here where you get points. The idea is just to get as many points as possible and survive as long as possible. Obviously in the real world you'd get like prizes for doing that, so hold it down. Didn't get anything there. Start with 50 balls, I think. And you can release a few at a time like that, you see. You press a couple at a time. And you've got a few points there. I found this game, if you release a few like that at the start, they'll bang into each other. You'll get a few points. As if you just release it by itself, you don't usually get any points. Anyway, it's quite well done, like for 1983. Very similar to Pachinko. Imagine if you were a fan of Pachinko, you'd think this was amazing because it's got little pins represented and all the little bits that go around. It's actually random. Pretty much like a Pachinko game, it's just based on chance, really. See, I released a load there and I didn't get any points. I think the strategy really is to release a few at the same time, and then you can more chance of hitting each other and getting some points. Release a few longer here. See, the sound's really good on this. Very loud, like. It's a really great representation of Pachinko. I don't think it's been done again. That's unique, really, as an electronic game. Anyway, it's very good actually. You could play this for hours, like it's very zen-like. You can just fire the balls off and see what happens. I was running out of balls there. As you can see, go down past the pins and they just randomly go down towards the scoring areas. A few more points there. Try a few more, hold down a bit. I don't know if you get it in the middle there, I don't know if you get a lot more points. I think you had more chance of getting points, wouldn't you? I'll let a few off and see what happens. You can make loads off at the same time. Looks like you would have done in the Pachinko arcades. In Japan, they traditionally had Pachinko machines, and you won prizes. You took the tickets of a stallholder and you won a prize. Because they're not allowed to gamble, so it wasn't technically money. Whereas over here we had arcades and fruit machines and things. So you're more likely to see a Pachinko parlour than an arcade parlour in Japan. So there you go, I'm doing quite well now, 113 points. A bit close, and you can see how the balls go around the screen a bit more. So you let them go on, you can see they go past the little pins towards the scoring system there. The idea is to get them in the black fins down the bottom. Very good sound effects. Very well done. Great little unit. Like little thin little unit. It's about half as wide as a Game Watch, I'd say. Like deep anyway to hold. I'd say it's about the same size as a Game Watch, possibly the older, the gold series, not the silver series. All in all, it's very well made. Very good decals. Quite space age. And even good decals on the screen. The graphics represent what's meant to be. Totally, you couldn't get any better, really. So if you're a fan of Pachinko, or you just like collecting unusual games, this is one I'd recommend. Quite rare. Only seen it a couple of times. Anyway, if you like this review, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, Retro fans.